Every year, Xiaomi's T series focuses on camera upgrade and premium feel at a mid-range price. Last year 14T was impressive with the design, smart OS and solid camera, but it wasn't perfect. The camera performance was inconsistent. Sometimes you get the perfect shot, other times not so much. Now, Xiaomi claims that the 15T has fixed all that with major improvements in the camera department. So let's see how true that is. Now we'll start with unboxing. With the box, you get a 67-watt charger, a protective case, USB-C cable, and of course, the premium device itself. Next, let's move to the design. The 15T has a premium feel, lightweight build. It's about 194 grams of weight. It feels sturdy and very perfect to hold in your hands. It's not bulky at the same time, it's not super slim. It's about 7.5 mm. For a mid-range phone, this is top 5 at least, the slimmest phone out there. This device combines a glass front, which is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 7i, plastic frames, and glass fiber back, giving it a stylish, durable look. You also get IP68 water and dust resistance, which means it can survive being submerged in 3 meters of water for at least 30 minutes, which is pretty solid for a mid-range phone. Most phones in this price point just have IP64 or they don't even have an IP rating. Same options on this device is quite flexible. You get a dual nano SIM. You also get an eSIM support, which is quite good. I can say the only device in this price point that has eSIM support is Samsung. So kudos to Xiaomi for putting eSIM support on this device. The display is 6.83 inches, it's an AMOLED panel, and it looks incredible, clear, and colorful. You get 120Hz refresh rates with double vision and HDR10+, and Xiaomi says it has 68 billion colors, so everything from videos to games to pictures should look very colorful. You get a peak brightness of 3200 nits. This makes it really visible under sunlight, so you don't have to squint or have problem using this device under the sun. As I said earlier, it's protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 7i. It's rated MOS level 6 hardness, so it can handle scratches pretty well. But one thing to note is that you still need to use screen protector on this device. I would not advise you to try and scratch it. Next, let's move to camera. You get the same triple camera setup as last year. They are Leica lenses. The main sensor is 50 MP, it's slightly larger than last year. Now, larger sensor means more light into the camera. The telephoto lens is still 50 MP. The focal length has reduced though from 50 to 46 mm. This can help with natural portraits. We also get an ultra-wide lens of 12 MP and it's the same as last year. Video recording on the 15T is still 4K at 30 FPS and you get HDR10+. Now, I took some photos and videos and I need you guys to rate it over 10, so I'm not biased. Let me know in the comments. So let's move to the performance. You get a 12 gig RAM and a 512 gig storage on this device. The chipset is the MediaTek 8400 Ultra. It was dropped last year. It's more efficient and powerful than the previous generation on the 14T. The Antutu score on this device is 1.5 million. Now, to put to context, the iPhone 16 Pro Max, the Z Fold 7 has an Antutu score of 1.5. So it's really, really high for this price point. And it can handle games really smooth. You can play games like Call of Duty, PUBG, and the rest at high frame rates. For performance, I would say it's faster, it doesn't heat up much, and it's more power efficient. So let's move to OS. You get Android 15 out of the box and HyperOS. You get smoother animation, improved battery optimization, and a refined UI. Xiaomi says it comes with 2 AI features. One is Google Gemini and AI App Boost. Personally, I think Gemini comes with all devices, so I won't call it AI, but I've not really seen use case for the AI App Boost, but I guess I'll try it. So let's move to the battery. You get a 5500 mAh battery. Last year 14T had a 5000 mAh battery, so we know we're going to get longer battery time. Charging is the same as last year, 67 watts. You can charge this device from 0 to 100 in just 50 minutes. Last year's 14T had a 5000 mAh battery and the same 67 watts fast charging, and you could charge from 0 to 100 in just 45 minutes. I guess the extra 500 mAh battery slows down the charging time. Now, the good thing about the battery on the 15T is that it has better endurance than the 14T. For example, I have used this device for over 14 hours and I still have 50%. So I would say battery-wise, this is a better device. Now let's move to sound. It comes with dual stereo speakers. The second speaker is around this part. The first one is here. They're very immersive, very loud. There's a mic at the top. I would say audio is well balanced. If you're gaming or listening to music or consuming media on this device, you would really enjoy it. Although there's no 3.5mm jack, but think about it. Most mid-range or high-end phones don't use those jack anymore. You have to use earbuds or wireless headsets. Now, I think I've covered almost everything. Let's move to the pros and cons. Pro number one, premium feel. It's quite premium, except the rubber part, I would say it's premium. Plus, Corning Gorilla Glass 7 eye protection. It's, at least you get protection from your front glass. Pro number two, amazing display, 6.83 inches. It's an AMOLED display. It's improved, it's clear, it's amazing. Pro number three, the camera system. It's not perfect, but it's one of the best for mid-range phones right now. I took it out to events, to a concert. I got amazing photos, so I can't complain for this price point. Pro number four, the chipset. It's an amazing chipset, Dimensity 8400 Ultra. Amazing ability to score, handle games seamlessly, no headaches, no hiccup, no lag, no overheating. Amazing chipset. Pro number five, 5500 mAh battery, all-day battery and more. Pro number six, amazing audio, high-res audio, dual stereo speaker. I think there are too many pros, like I've listed too much, so let's move to the cons. Con number one, plastic frames. As much as I think this device is premium, the plastic frames it's a letdown, because over time, when it dings or falls, it will scratch easily. If it was metal, aluminium, or even titanium, it will last longer. Now, my final con, the charging speed. How can last year's device be faster than this year's device when it comes to charging? It doesn't make sense to me. I know it's a bigger battery, but at least put 80 watts or something. Putting the same charging speed is kind of like a letdown. So, I don't know. Now, for my conclusion, is this an amazing device? Is it value for money? I would say yes, it is an amazing device. Not too many weaknesses, as I said. You can say I actually have only two cons. I think every part of this device is solid, from the camera to the screen to the battery. This is, I would say I will use it, but if I didn't have the Samsung or the iPhone, I would be using this device because the camera is on point, display is on point, battery is on point. As I said, it's not a perfect mid-range phone, but this is one of the best mid-range phones I've reviewed this year. I would put this over the A56, the Camon 40 Premier. Basically what I'm saying, I rate this phone, if there are top 5 mid-range phones, this is number one for me. I won't lie. I just love everything about it. And I'm a camera person, so you can tell how much I love camera. And I love the fact that this device delivers. Anyways, we've come to the end of the review. You guys should let me know what you think about this device and my review. Let's have a conversation in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.